Next topic is ascertainment of profit or loss here. Sir, here okay, we are going to find out here how to ascertain or how to know what is my profit or loss if I am following the single entry system here. Got it? How can we ascertain, how can we determine our profit or loss, that we are going to discuss in this topic. See here, even though the accounts are not maintained properly and completely in the single entry system, the businessman would like to know the financial result of his business activities. Financial result means nothing but whether I am having profit or loss. So this is possible by following either statement of affairs method, which is also called capital comparison method here, and second one, that is conversion method here. So you are having two types of method here. Got it here? Understand here. Sir, in single entry system, how can you know what is the profit that you have made here? So you are having two method, statement of affairs method or conversion method here. You can follow any method and you can prepare the profit and loss. You can know okay what is the profit or loss here. But see this note here, since the syllabus is confined only to the first method, that is statement of affairs method here, this chapter discuss about the first method of statement of affairs or capital comparison method only, but not the conversion method. It means sir, your syllabus okay is talking only about the first method and not the conversion method, so we will not talk about the conversion method here. Got it here? So just we'll see okay what do you mean by conversion method here, but in detail okay we will not go here. Got it? So this was the topic here. Now let us go for the next topic. Next topic is statement of affairs method here. Sir, what do you mean by this? Nothing but okay, just now in the last topic we have seen here that in order to ascertain the profit and loss here, sir, we have two method here, statement of affairs method and conversion method. So we are going to discuss about the first method, statement of affairs here. So statement of affairs method is also known as net worth method or capital comparison method here. Got it? So remember, statement of affairs is also called net worth method, or you can say capital comparison method. Why? I'll discuss that, don't worry here. Got it? Next point, according to this method, increase in capital at the end of the financial year is considered as profit and decrease in capital is stated as loss. In the absence of additional further capital introduced and the loss made during this period, sir, didn't understand. Didn't understand, sir. Didn't understand, sir. What to do here? Don't worry. See the next one, and then we'll see one example. Okay, to understand exactly here. See, so it is essential to calculate the capital of the proprietor at the beginning of the year and also at the end of the year to ascertain the profit or loss of the business. Sir, how? See here, when you can say that there is a profit here, profit will be there okay if closing capital is greater than opening capital. See this example here, like let us say closing capital is 9 lakhs. Got it here? Sir, at the end of the year okay we are finding that we have closing capital, how much here? 9 lakhs at the end of the year. Got it? 9 lakhs. But sir, opening capital was 5 lakhs. At the beginning of the year it was 5 lakhs. It means sir, beginning we had only 5 lakhs, at the end we have how much? We have 9 lakhs. So sir, our capital have increased here, yes or no? So can I say sir, our closing capital is greater than opening capital, so that will be the profit here. 4 lakhs is a profit. How? Simply sir, at the beginning okay we had only 4 lakhs of capital, but at the end of the year okay sir we are having 9 lakhs. It means sir, we have increased by 4 lakhs here, so 4 lakhs will be the capital. Hence okay they said in the second point, according to this method, increase in the capital at the end of the year. Got it? In this year our closing capital is 9 lakhs. It means sir, it has increased here at the end of the year, yes or no? It means there is a profit here. Got it? Sir, then when there will be loss here? So see here, loss will be there okay when closing capital is less than opening capital. See this example here, sir, by this time okay closing capital is only 3 lakhs. What it means, at the end of the year okay we have capital of only 3 lakhs, but sir what was the opening capital? Opening capital was 5 lakhs here. It means sir, at the beginning we had 5 lakh totally, but at the end of the year okay, when we are saying we are having only 3 lakhs, it means sir we have 2 lakhs less here. Yes or no? That is your loss here. Yes or no? That is your loss here. So if your closing capital is more, profit. If your closing capital is less, that is your loss here. Got it? So in this way we will be calculating the profit or loss under the statement of affairs method here. Got it? Now let us go for the next topic. Next topic is conversion method, or you can say final accounts method here. See, this topic is actually conversion method is not there in your syllabus here, so I'll not discuss this in detail here, but just let us see the meaning what they mean by this here. Say, in order to ascertain the gross profit and net profit, it is important to transfer single entry record into the double entry records here. The accounting procedure for converting single entry into the double entry system is known as conversion method. So here under this topic, what we'll do, simply sir will take that complete single entry system and will convert this into the double entry system here. Got it? Means now, okay, based on this we will try to prepare the we'll try to convert everything into the journal entry double entry system here. Journal entry, ledger, trial balance. Now we'll prepare everything here, so that okay we can convert this into the final double entry system, and then we can prepare the final account here. Got it here? So hence, okay, it is known as conversion method, because here we are converting from single entry to the double entry system here. Got it? So this was about this topic. Now let us go for the next topic, that is statement of affairs. See, we have seen, okay, that method here. Now let us understand, okay, exactly sir what do you mean by statement of affairs here. In the last topic, okay, we have seen the method here, like under the statement of affairs method, sir how can you ascertain the profit or loss here by taking closing capital and opening capital. But sir exactly what do you mean by statement of affairs here? So that we are going to discuss here. What is the meaning of statement of affairs here? See, statement of affairs refers to that statement which shows all the assets and liabilities here. So I'll say here, sir, it is similar to that of balance sheet, because balance sheet shows assets and liabilities. Statement of affairs will also show the balance sheet and liabilities, but it is not the balance sheet here. It is like balance sheet, but it is not the balance sheet here. Why? I'll explain that one also here. Got it? So it is similar to that of balance sheet, but it is not the balance sheet. Sir, why I'm saying it is similar to that of balance sheet? Because sir, it will show what is the assets you are having and what is the liabilities you are having. Sir, why it is not exactly balance sheet? Have patience. Have patience. Patience is required here. Got it here? That is called OPICA. So you should have the OPICA here. Chalo, see the next point. The main objective behind preparation of statement of affairs is to calculate the amount of capital at the beginning and at the end of the financial year. Sir, why we are preparing the statement of affairs? Just to find out, sir, what is the closing capital and what is the opening capital, because sir based on this we can find out the profit here, yes or no. But sir, what is the main objective of preparing the balance sheet? Sir, there our main objective is to prepare what is the assets I'm having, what is the liabilities I'm having here. So balance sheet objective is to prepare to know the assets and liability, but sir statement of affairs will be prepared to know closing capital and opening capital. So this is the difference we have here. Next point, statement of affairs is dependent upon the assumptions, estimates and the information received from the memory here. So we will prepare the statement of affairs, okay, just based on the memory and some information, assumptions here, but not on the accurate fact here, yes or no. But coming to the balance sheet, okay sir, there everything will be accurate. Got it here? There will be, okay, like we are going to take everything from the record and not from the memory here in the balance sheet here. Got it? Next point, it shows only the estimated financial position here. Yes sir, statement of affairs is also showing the assets and liability, but it is only estimated and not the correct one and not the like true one. Sir, true one we can find out only in the balance sheet. Why? Because there, okay, everything will be based on the actual fact here. Got it here? Hence it is only showing estimated but not the true one. Got it? Next, statement of affairs is mostly prepared based on the estimates, and sometimes it is also considered as ledgers here. So this statement of affairs, okay, mostly, okay, everything will be written based on the estimates only and not on the actual facts here. Got it? And sometimes it is also considered as a ledger here. Remember these parts here. Got it? So